An individual's adaptation to his or her loss of a limb can be artificially divided into a preoperative stage and 3 postoperative stages. In all 4 stages of adaptation, certain emotions and defense mechanisms can be universally identified. The first, or preoperative stage of the adaptation for the amputee begins with the patient's realization that the loss of a limb is a possibility. Grief is a universally identified reaction in those patients being told that they must lose a limb. The second, or immediate postoperative stage, is a relatively short period of time which begins the patient's first postoperative realization that the limb is no longer present and ends during the early phases of post-amputation rehabilitation. As patients move from the second stage, immediate postoperative, to the third stage, in-hospital rehabilitation, denial gradually replaces grief as the prominent feature in a patient's adaptation to amputation. Euphoric mood, regression, and withdrawal are mechanisms used by patients to deny both anxiety and challenge of adjustment to reality. The third stage is called the in-hospital post-surgical rehabilitation adjustment period. It is at this point in the adaptation process that the patient begins to feel deeply depressed, insecure, uncertain, apathetic, and preoccupied with limb loss. The fourth or final stage of adaptation begins with the patient's return home, usually several weeks after amputation. While leaving the hospital represents some evidence of recovery to the amputee, it also forces upon him or her the more harsh realities of disability. It would appear that the amputee's return home is a crucial turning point in the adaptation rehabilitation process. Available evidence suggests that the amputee will either successfully adapt during this final phase and learn to live with his or her disability, or will fall back into a pattern of psychological behavior, which represents a continuation of the third stage, denial of adaptation. All human beings require a support system throughout life in order to maintain emotional health. Peer acceptance beyond the family is critical in the successful adaptation of all amputees and especially children and adolescents.